I cannot tell a lie. I am 50-50 on this Huda versus Shelly situation. Because I feel like both girls are valid in their own way. They're valid for their feelings. I'm going to say this again. Both of the girls are valid in how they feel for their own specific reasons. On Huda's standpoint, it's a challenge. The challenge is to increase the heart rates. Do whatever you need to do to get this heart rate up. And that's exactly what the fuck Huda did. So did she do too much in relation to the objective of the challenge? No. But to Shelly's standpoint, bitch, you had us following a certain code of conduct when it came to Jeremiah. You held us back from doing what the fuck we were supposed to do, having us not putting our best foot forward when it came to Jeremiah, because you was going to turn into Hurricane Huda. And when we did show you that level of respect, you were saying that you know, we're girls, we're besties, we're sisters, you love us and all this other shit. So why you don't have the same fucking respect for us when it comes to our guys? You're the one who fumbled your fucking shit. You here single, you see everybody else coupled up. You could have went with Elan for all that shit. So for Shelly, in her mind, she's like, this is a double standard. I don't think it's necessarily what Huda did, but it's the fact that this is a double standard. We can't go on above and beyond with whoever the fuck you're dating, but you can go above and beyond with the dudes that we're dating off the guise of, oh, it's a challenge. Fuck you. So both of these girls is very valid in how they feel. I also want to make sure I acknowledge the fact that Shelly did mention when she was talking to the girls that Huda was being kind of weird and making weird statements like, oh yeah, I brought Chris back for you, girl. Like, this is for you, girl. Which is kind of like, why would you even fucking find it appropriate to even say that type of shit to me? Like, fuck is wrong with you, bitch? I also want to point out, I wonder if Shelly's just super fucking agitated because Huda is coupled up with Chris. Huda, yo, she did... I don't care what y'all say. She definitely is a fucking professional pole dancer. I don't give a shit. There's nothing wrong with it. She did her pole dancing moves on Chris and then turned around and did it, you know, did the fucking dance shit on Ace. And then I feel like I saw Chris grab Shelly first. So I feel like in Huda's mind, I'll just grab Ace since my couple pulled her. So we'll just pull the same couple. Also want to add, Shelly, you did grab Chris twice when it was your time to go. You was doing all that making out, the grinding, the this and the that. Y'all was kind of all over each other. So, I don't know. But Huda, you do have to take accountability and really try to understand where she was coming from. Because you've been wilding out this whole fucking season. And that's why you're the most disliked on the show. And I hate the fact that these producers are really like cutting to you now crying. And, oh, woe is me. Like, she's really mad. What did I do wrong? Oh, I hate them doing this fucking edit for you. And I know they're only doing this fucking edit because you got so much backlash and hate. The first part of this season, they need to do something to like make you redeem yourself. And then the added layer here is these two fucking friends here on the side. Andrina really surprised me and she kind of disappointed me because all the shit that she was saying to Shelly about what Huda was saying and how she felt, you wasn't saying none of that shit upstairs when you was talking to Huda directly. I was listening to Andrina repeat what Huda was saying upstairs and she was like, yeah, and I told her that she shouldn't do this and I told her, yeah, that she couldn't act like that. That's not what you said when you was up there with Huda. You was up there with Huda saying, you know, maybe you should talk to her, but I understand how you feel. You're valid in how you feel. Like, it is just a challenge. Why you didn't repeat that same thought process with Shelly? Andrina's playing both sides and I'm trying to keep an eye on this girl. I think she's very beautiful, but I'm keeping an eye on her. And Sierra, you really just give dick rider. Like, you're someone who easily becomes a victim of groupthink. If 3 of the girls all agree, in your mind, you're naturally just going to agree versus having a different opinion. Because the fact that you're more upset about this fucking dance challenge versus the fact that Alandria was over here making out with Nick, I don't understand you. And let's really get into that. Because, yeah, sure, you can trust Alandria, you know what it is, blah, 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 blah. But you're telling me y'all couldn't figure out that y'all didn't want to be with each other without kissing? Like, y'all had to kiss in order to figure out, oh, yeah, there's nothing here. Ridiculous. Now, I will give a bit of grace because the only way they could have got back to the villa was if they coupled up. However, coupling up doesn't necessarily mean y'all got to kiss and be physical with each other. I mean, Alandria should know. She was with Taylor this whole time and he was giving her a lick of dirt. And realistically, Sierra wasn't asking all the right questions because I would be like, well, since y'all kissed, who initiated it? Because if it wasn't Alandria and it was you, I'm going to have beef with you. Because why didn't your brain said, oh, I should try to kiss her? Like, this doesn't make sense. Especially if you was doing this outside of the challenge and you was pursuing that, I got a problem with you. But Sierra was just so in the mix of, oh, I got my man back, I got this, I got that, blah, 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 blah. She's not thinking straight, whatever the case is, but there needed to be questions asked. Also want to come back to here. I'm not understanding why anybody's feeling a way about anybody when none of y'all Negroes is fucking closing it off. Like, Shelly, you're sitting there saying, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't want to be, like, he's not closing it off. He's not closing it off. But then Why would Ace close it off if you're telling him to his face, like, yeah, but I do like Chris too. Like, he kind of reminds me of you. Like, he's funny. He's cool. I like him. Like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, if I'm Ace, that would kind of make me a little shaky to want to close it off with you because you're indirectly telling me you still want to explore with this man. And not only that, that man came up to me, dapped me up, and said he's going to still try to pursue you. Yeah, I'm not closing that shit off. And I can't believe you're fucking making me defend Ace because we already know I don't like the little hobbit. But Shelly, if you want Ace to fucking close it off, make that shit happen. All you gotta do is just validate, yo, I really don't want fucking Chris. Like, he's cool and all that, but I don't want him. I'm not entertaining that. I just want to be with you. So listen, we've been dealing with this for weeks. We've been at each other's necks for weeks. It's either we close this shit off and that's that, or whatever the case is. And whatever Ace does, you move accordingly. But you literally came back to the villa and everybody was telling you he kept talking about you. You came back to the villa and you was talking about Chris. So realistically, for you to kind of sort of even be mad at Huda for dancing on Ace, who's not even closing it off with you because you're making him feel uncomfortable about Chris, Shelly, lighten up. Lock in, focus, make this man close it off. Like, yeah, I know Ace is over here saying, well, like, yeah, now I see that I have competition. I really got to lock in and, you know, because I'm not going to lose. I'm not a man that lose. But to some extent, Shelly got to put in the work too and make Ace feel comfortable enough to want to close that chapter, close it off. Please, let's not ignore the fact that I still think these motherfuckers is in an alliance. I think right now they playing this whole, yeah, we're going to say that you like Chris so that way it shakes it up because we're too close. Like, it's too obvious that we're so close. I'm always going to think these two are in an alliance. I'm always going to think they've been dating. I'm always going to think that they have some sort of friendship. I'm always going to fucking think this shit. Like, in the deepest, darkest, quietest part of my brain, it's saying, oh, Ace and Shelly wants to get Huda out because they realize Huda is a favorite. So now we're picking on Huda. And we need to have an issue between us because we've been too perfect. It comes across unrealistic. Let's find a reason to argue. That's what the deepest, darkest, quietest part of my brain is saying. But, you know, Alandria should have went home. And, like, I like Alandria, but I'm ready for her to go home. Because the fucking double standard is the fact that everybody's reasoning of getting rid of Hannah and getting rid of Jeremiah is that they was not testing any fucking connections. But meanwhile, Alandria has put all her eggs into fucking Taylor. And now in the end, she's literally just sitting here by her fucking self. No one's entertaining her. No one's reaching out to her. No one's talking to her. So she's wasting time. That's literally what she's doing. She needs to go the fuck home. Like, enough with the she's the fave. Enough with the, oh, you know, redemption arc. Enough with the, no. This is not Friendship Island. This is Love Island. She's not finding love. She needs to go outside the villa and find love. Because at this point, it's absolutely unfair. And then the fact that she was like, yeah, I'm picking Taylor, and granted, it was a plan her and Elan came up with, fine, cool, whatever, but how Alandria was talking about him being super confident and being like, yeah, I knew I was going to get him turned up, in my mind, I already know she's not going to get over Taylor. It's not happening. She could sit here and pump this whole I'm a strong woman shit, or she want like, yeah, I'm going to close that chapter. Like, I'm going to close that chapter. You're not closing that chapter. As long as you're in that villa, you're not going to close that chapter. And I'm gonna need Taylor to stop getting in my fucking confessionals with his goofy ass face, talking about some, yeah, but, you know, I'm really happy with Clark. You know, I'm standing on business with that. I'm staying with Clark. She makes me happy. It feels good. However, if Alandria still wants to try something, we can still try. Shut your ass up. Like, twice, Shorty got left in the dust. How much longer y'all gonna keep this girl? At this point, you're just embarrassing her on national television. If it wasn't already embarrassing enough on what, Thursday or Friday, watching her do that whole kiss the picture and do this and do that. If that wasn't embarrassing enough, keeping her on the show will keep her embarrassing herself. Because she's going to start coming out of character because now she's going to start reaching this level of desperation to get back with Taylor some way, shape, or form. I don't care what y'all say. She likes Taylor too much. She wants this cowboy bad. She needs to ride her ass on a horse out this fucking villa. I'm not going to lie. I do like Alandria, and what I'm saying is no hate towards her, but Jesus fucking Christ, at some point we got to give it up.